Hi, I'm Jordana Michelle, lesbian love coach and creator of Women Wanting Women, the place to be to learn the secrets of how women attract each other and to find and keep lesbian love. And there are links below if you want free access to some of what I teach there. But in this video, I want to talk about apologizing. And this is really important because if we hurt someone and we don't know how to apologize the right way to heal the conflict, then we can risk losing that relationship forever. Our relationships with the people that we love are the most valuable things that we have in our lives, but they're not guaranteed to last. And if we hurt someone and we don't fix it, then we can lose their love forever. Now, at the same time, everyone makes mistakes. The fact that we're gonna hurt people in relationships is inevitable. But if we know how to apologize the right way, we can regain the person's trust. So this is a really big deal. Now, it's important to understand that simply saying I'm sorry is not an apology. At least not if our goal is to maintain the relationship and to make the other person feel safe with us. So if we want to apologize in a way that actually works, our apology has to have two main components. The first thing the apology needs to show is that we care. And the second thing the apology needs to show is that we understand. So let's start with the first component, showing that we care. If someone hurts us, we want to know that it matters to them that they hurt us. Because when we get hurt, it can feel like we're the only ones suffering. And if we're suffering because of something they did and they're not feeling it at all, that makes it actually worse in some ways. And so that's why when it's our turn to apologize, when we're the ones who made the mistake, it's so important that we express to the other person that we care, that it matters, that we didn't want to cause the pain that we caused. And the fact that we caused it is painful for us too. And that as much as they're suffering, it makes us suffer to see that they're that hurt because we love them and because we would never ever mean to hurt them. And the fact that we did hurt them hurts us as well. That's so important. And when someone sees how much we care and how much they matter to us, that makes it so much easier for them to trust us and forgive us and accept our apology. The second part of a good apology is showing someone that we really get it, that we understand. Because simply showing someone that we care, that we hurt them isn't enough. I mean, if someone hurts us, if they don't show us that they understand, then how are we ever supposed to trust that anything's ever going to change? And if we can't trust that anything's ever going to change, then how are we supposed to trust that we're not going to keep getting hurt? That's why a good apology requires that we show the person that we get it, that we understand what we did, that we understand why it hurt them so much, and that we understand what we need to do going forward to protect them better next time. So those are the two elements of a good apology. But it would be really incomplete to talk about apologizing if we don't also talk about forgiving. Forgiveness is so important because everyone makes mistakes. The inevitable fact is that everyone that we open our heart and love is eventually going to hurt us in some way. But if people can't trust that they're going to be forgiven for their mistakes, then we're less safe to love. Because when we don't forgive someone, it's like we're taking our love away from them. And if someone really deserves forgiveness and we're too closed-hearted to be able to forgive them, then that makes us a dangerous person to love. Assuming that someone's not dangerous or abusive, obviously there are some things that are simply unforgivable and we can forgive them, but we should still have boundaries with them. But outside of any abusive or dangerous behaviors, the people in our lives who love us need to be able to trust that if they make a mistake, that we're going to be able to forgive them. And when someone hurts our feelings and when we're hurt and when we're sad, sometimes we don't want to forgive. Sometimes we want to be in a bad mood. Sometimes we want to keep pushing them away. But we always have to remember that the better we are at forgiving, the better we are at loving. So whether this applies to your friend or your family or your lovers, don't forget that when you're making an apology, show them how much you care, show them how much you get it, and when someone apologizes to you, as long as they're not a dangerous or abusive person, try and see if you can find it in your heart to really open your heart and forgive. Because being good at love means being good at all of it. The apology, the forgiveness, both sides of it. And what is life about if not beautiful relationships? And the truth is that sometimes conflicts can make relationships better. The longer people know each other and the more they resolve conflict and stay close even after conflict, those are relationships that can be trusted and they're the most beautiful of all. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect, but we all deserve love. And being good at apologizing and forgiving are two of the most important ingredients of being a loving person. So keep opening your hearts, and until next time, keep remembering that hot lesbians are everywhere, that love is real, and that the woman of your dreams is on her way into your life in perfect timing. And I will see you in the next video.